STAUFF line is the umbrella term for all STAUFF component systems and related value-added services for the conveyance of fluid in hydraulic and fluid power system. In this stream, you will learn how STAUFF line can significantly increase the safety of your machine or operation for humans and the environment. A warm welcome from the STAUFF studio located in the Sauerland region of Germany. With me in the studio is STAUFF's Global Key Account Manager, Henrik Schmücker. Hello, Henrik.
Hello, thanks for having me here.
It will be a pleasure. It is a pleasure, Henrik. STAUFF line, yes. You know very well, obviously, has one, not only one, but one very characteristic features, that is the unique surface, the so-called STAUFF zinc nickel surface.
Correct.
Why is that so important?
So since 2007, STAUFF developed this premium coating of all our components, and that is the best corrosion-resistant material that is available. And we developed our zinc nickel, the STAUFF zinc nickel coating, over the years. On.
So that means that when STAUFF introduced the STAUFF zinc nickel surface, 2007, it was different than it is today because of the continuous improvements process.
Absolute. So we made available so that we do have several further features in the zinc nickel coating. So yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. So we have a very nice picture of a corroded part. You actually can hardly identify it, which we shot somewhere on a construction, somewhere on a machine actually.
Yep.
And you can see the hose line even is from year 2016, so the picture is about 4 years old. And
6 years, yeah.
6 years old, so, and it's just useless, yeah? It is fully corroded and...
You know, that gives a very good impression how important coating is, the zinc to avoid corrosion. And as you can see, that of course leads to issues as you described before.
Yeah. And there is also there is no guarantee that the crimping of the hose, so the ferrule and the insert is still effective here because of the corrosion. So it could be very dangerous.
Could be very dangerous, and of course this is a very harsh environmental, but it shows just how important that is. And of course you can't replace any of those hoses or tubes anymore.
Yes. And according to, and I have to read that here, that I get the numbers right, an independent market research, the global agricultural equipment market size was evaluated more than 140 billion euros in 2021. And is expected to further grow.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, and the reason for the fact that machines and attachments and equipment is replaced is, among others, wear and tear, obviously.
Part of that, of course, the consumption of food around the world is growing. That is a big portion, but wear and tear, as you said, is also very important. Yeah.
So, and that means that with a better corrosion protection, actually, STAUFF then contributes to, say, longer-lasting equipment, which saves energy,
and is environmental friendly. You don't need to replace as quick as possible or as you do before.
Yes, exactly. So coming back to the STAUFF line surface, we already agreed that there's a constant improvement of that, but it's also the quality control which contributes for the consistent high quality of STAUFF line, isn't it?
Correct. So we do have different departments in our production facilities where we constantly check the thickness of the coating, even on the threads. So we had that during one of our last streams, so where we introduced the quality department at STAUFF.
Mm-hmm. And of course, in our development department, we are constantly developing or checking how resistant that coating is when it gets in contact with all kind of media.
Absolutely.
Like fertilizer, for example, or especially cleaning solution, or the whole variety.
Yeah, we do have today a stream when it comes to the agriculture, and we do know that those machines are in contact with many aggressive materials. And we run tests for the majority of those liquids, yeah, and there we see very good results with our STAUFF zinc nickel coating.
Yeah, we got a picture right here. We
Correct,
see
yeah.
actually it's a test and that's the customer coming to us, yeah, requesting that, say, look, is it resistant against whatever fluids, and then we test it. Yeah,
And we test. We have all the capabilities, so we ask to be challenged. Yeah.
very good. Can a STAUFF line product made of carbon steel with STAUFF zinc nickel coating substitute a stainless steel product?
As the corrosion resistant is extremely good, yeah, there are more and more applications where OEMs are challenging us, where they currently use stainless steel materials and want to swap to the STAUFF zinc nickel coating. And there are more and more applications where we can change, yeah, and that of course creates a lot of savings. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is worth having a look at that.
It is worth, yeah.
Yeah, when you lose stainless steel product right now because of corrosion, consider STAUFF line with STAUFF zinc nickel coating.
Correct.
So STAUFF line components have another unique features because they're designed, all of them by STAUFF, so they're compatible and they have a uniformity, yeah, as we can see here also in the picture.
Correct. Under the STAUFF line umbrella, we have all the components for hoses and tubes lines, yeah, so all the fittings and the quick release couplings and clamps, and all of them have the STAUFF zinc nickel coating, so they match, and therefore we have this leakage-free guarantee.
Yes, so that means when you assemble a product, yeah, according to the STAUFF assembly instructions, yeah, then STAUFF guarantees that the product is leakage-free.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So cost of leakage can be divided into two parts. Say direct cost. Yeah, it's if the hose line is leaking, then you replace the hose line, which contributes a certain amount, but much higher are the indirect costs, aren't they?
The indirect costs are the issues for health and safety as well. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you can't put a price tag on the life of a human, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Leakage-free guarantee, you mentioned that already. We have a very nice picture here of a connection point, which I think gives a good example of the trouble one can run in. Yeah. So there, as you can see here, there are hose lines. So it means potentially there's a supplier of hydraulic hose, of hose connectors, of tube connectors, and of manipulated tubes. So it's altogether, I think, 5 is a collected.
Yeah, could be up to 5 different suppliers. Yeah, and the idea behind that is if STAUFF line can offer everything, so you have only one person to ask for. Yeah, in case of a leakage. Yeah, there's only one you need to reach out to. That would be STAUFF. But with our philosophy and our leak-free guarantee, there shouldn't be any issue.
Yes, exactly. So in case there were, if there were leakages, it would be easy. But of course, due to the fact that the products are so uniform and compatible, the likelihood that there will be a leakage is really limited.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a leakage-free guarantee. Yeah. So
correct.
There is no leakage.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to introduce now our colleague from Brazil. It's Ademar Mazetto, who is the Managing Director of STAUFF's regional sales unit in Brazil.
Hello.
In Sao Paulo. Hello, Ademar.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Dominic. Hello, Hendrik. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Ademar, we were talking so far about the quality of the STAUFF line products and also services which are related to that. So, do you supply OEMs in Brazil as well, I assume?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of OEMs here related to agriculture, construction, and other segments as well. And we do supply those companies here since 22 years ago. So
yeah, among these OEMs, are there also OEMs which are supplied by other STAUFF regional sales users in other parts of the world?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of international OEMs located here in Brazil, as well in other parts of the world, where we also have other STAUFF RSUs, like in Italy and Germany or United States.
Yeah. And what is the advantage for these OEMs, which also work with other STAUFF regional sales units in the world, being supplied by you in Brazil?
Well, basically, they're going to have the same level of service as they do have in other units. They were going to have the same product that we deliver in other units being delivered here in Brazil, and the same quality and guarantee.
Okay, that means that they actually can use an established process, an established product, yeah, which you use in location A and transfer that to location B and have the guarantee that is working the same way, exactly the same way.
Correct.
Yeah, that's it. And also, if they do have any warranty issue, so it's much easier to get spare parts, or even if they're gonna have to replace some items, so they're gonna get the same item as they do get here in Brazil in other locations.
All right, Adama, thank you so far. Henrik will leave us now. He will go outside, and I will switch in a second directly to you, live, obviously. And next, we're going to see a short clip with regards to STAUFF line services, because STAUFF line is not only products, it is also services which add value to the product. So STAUFF's Chief Digital Officer, Mark Weber, visited company Holmer. Holmer is, and I have to get that right here, the world market leader in the field of self-propelled sugar beet harvesting machines. Let's see what Mark has brought us.
I'm very pleased to be a guest today at the Holmer Company in Egmont. At my side, I welcome Bernard Fuchs from the Holmer Company. Mr. Fuchs, what is your job in the company? And for all those who perhaps don't know Holmer yet, what does Holmer actually do? Yes, thank you very much for visiting us today. Briefly about Holmer. We are located about 30 kilometers south of Regensburg in Bavaria, and we are a medium-sized mechanical engineering company. Our main field is the self-propelled technology in the areas of beet harvesting, beet loading and liquid manure spreading. That means we have been a manufacturer of self-propelled sugar beet harvesting machines since 1974. That is what has been built in the company the longest. But of course, we also cover the areas of liquid manure spreading and self-propelled field logistics, and these are our fields of activity. We're about 300 people here at the site. Worldwide, we are another 100, also more than a total of 400. We have 6 subsidiaries worldwide and a representative office in China. And with our beet harvesters with the Terados, we are represented in over 45 countries around the world. Very briefly about our role in the company. We do the product management here, and our main concern for the farmers is, of course, to work out the best solution outside. And it's important that we keep our finger on the pulse. What is changing in agriculture? What is new for our farmers? And so we collect this information outside with the ever-increasing demands and try to implement it in our machines in the best possible way so that the farmer can work optimally outside and is also positioned for the future. You use various STAUFF products and also the STAUFF Kanban system. Can you give us some background information on this? What were your motivations? Yes, quite clearly our machines are mainly equipped with hydraulics. That means all the drives, hydraulics, cylinders, everything, all the functions and such on a vehicle are made available by hydraulics and also perform like that. That's what makes these machines so powerful and ready for use outdoors, of course. The machines are in operation around the clock. This means that the farmer or the contractor community must also earn money with it. That means everything has to run very reliably outside. And so it's important that we simply install durable products in our vehicles that have been tested for years. We have been installing STAUFF products in our machines for over 30 years, This means that we ourselves have gained experience across the globe in more than 45 countries with our machines, that we can manage the durability of the machine from the hot region to the very cold region or situation here. And if we now take the whole thing further, then we also have this challenge here in the factory. Of course, we also have to have the parts available when we produce the machines, that's quite clear. I have to deliver a beet harvester here in Germany by September, because that's when the beet harvest is. This means that we're also bound by deadlines and must be able to rely on the fact that the components we need to finish building the machines are actually in the factory. And of course, the Kanban system simplifies a lot of things. This means that we no longer have to worry about that there are always enough parts in stock. The Kanban systems are automatically replenished, and then, of course, a certain amount of administrative work is eliminated. And especially nowadays, when availability is a big issue and delivery times are increasing, we can consider ourselves lucky to have this Kanban solution in-house. I would like to thank Bernard Fuchs and the entire Holmer team. We are looking forward to further great cooperation with you. And since material flow transparency in connection with supply security is a very important topic, STAUFF provides additional digital services, and we would like to introduce them to you in the following video.
So, thank you, Mart, for that insight. I'm calling for Hendrik right now. He should be outside in front of the studio where the company Reise Landtechnik, which is the local distributor of the known company Horsch, has brought us a Horsch attachment. Thank you one more time to Reise Landtechnik for making that possible. Hendrik, now can we see STAUFF line in real life, can't we?
Yes, hello. Yeah, also from my side, I'm now here outside of our center, and we do have now here a Horsch attachment and a tractor, real big one, brought to us by company Reise. And I'm going to show you now how STAUFF line is looking like in practice. So we walk by, so with all our products that we have, and we see that better from the other side. Yeah. So as you can see here, so within the STAUFF line product supply, we have, of course, our world famous STAUFF clamps. We have all the hoses. We have the quick release couplings that goes in line. We have all the fittings that are in here. We do have ball valves in our STAUFF line portfolio, and of course the tube bending. Yeah, and what we discussed before with Ademar is that we do offer this package here in Germany, of course, but also in all other STAUFF RSUs around the world. So if an OEM produces over here in Germany and swaps, like you said, production to other regions of the world, either in Brazil or in India or France, STAUFF is there to help, and we do have the locations over there, and we interact so that you do have only one philosophy on one company to work with.
Yeah, thank you, Henrik. We're coming back to you in a couple of seconds. So, as a matter of fact, the local presences or the fact that STAUFF's regional sales units are located at all areas where OEM manufacturing, where you find OEM manufacturing hub around the world, is a big value add for the OEM customer. So, in order to train the advantages that come with STAUFF line, STAUFF has a demonstration van, the so-called STAUFF liner. And I call Henrik right now, who should be just in front of the STAUFF liner, to give you a very brief insight of that demonstration van.
Yeah, correct. Danke, Dominik. So I'm in front here of our STAUFF Liner Mobile. So that's an exhibition van. So we can come to your locations, yeah, and demonstrate all the STAUFF products. So, for example, our form machine, which you're going to see in another part of our STAUFF mini series, yeah, or all our assembly machineries. So all we need is to have a little bit of energy, and we come to your place so that all your colleagues can see and have a hands-on on our products.
Excellent. Thank you, Henrik, and looking forward to having you back in the studio in a couple of seconds. All right, Ademar, let's wrap up what we have learned so far, because we're already coming to the end of that episode. How would you wrap up the what I've said so far?
Okay, I believe that we can summarize 4 big items. I would say the zinc nickel surface coating as our standard surface coating for our carbon items. We have the uniformity of items, so you can get the same item here in Brazil as you can get in Germany and any other place that we have an RSU of STAUFF. You have the leakage-free guarantee, as Hendrik mentioned before. We have the easy assemble of items, so this can guarantee the leakage-free, and obviously the global presence. So you have STAUFF here, you have STAUFF in many other locations, and you can be sure that you're going to have the same quality of systems, service, and product.
Yeah, excellent, Ademar. Anything to add, Henrik, from your side?
I'm fine with that. He summed that perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank you, Henrik, here in the studio. I'd like to thank you, Ademar, in Brazil, for attending that stream. And before we come to an end, I'd like to give you the following hint. This is, of course, only 1 episode out of 5 of the STAUFF mini-series, Improving Agricultural Safety. The other 4 episodes cover noise reduction clamps, STAUFF Form Evo, the tube forming system, color-coded quick release couplings, and there is a compact stream called Everything You Need to Know in Brief, which summarizes all other streams in thing about 10 minutes approximately. You can get access to this. Simply scroll down below your video box. Yeah, there you see the other episodes, and you can watch them if you like. Having said that, I'd like to thank you and say goodbye.
Bye. Tschüss.
Bye. Tschüss.